Folder maintenance, while not glamorous, is sometimes a necessity. We have the folder package to help automate these functions. First off is the create action. It creates a folder. You can create a folder on your local drives as well as on servers, given the correct access, of course, using UNC paths. In the create action, there's also a checkbox for overwrite an existing folder. But be careful with this option. If the folder exists and there are files inside, it will erase the contents of the folder. It's usually best to check and see if that folder exists first using an if action. Then use the create action to create the folder if it doesn't. Next up is the delete action. This is the reverse of the create action, and it is equally dangerous. So it will delete the contents of a folder without warning. So again, use an if action to see if there are any files contained within the folder before deleting it. The rename action will change the name of a folder. The folder contents will remain unchanged, if there are any at all. The open action will open a folder in Windows Explorer. Honestly, I'm not sure when to use this action, but there it is. Next, we have the create shortcut and create symbolic link. There is a difference and a distinct similarity to these two actions, so let's take a few moments with them. Create shortcut creates a separate shortcut file that points to somewhere else. With a regular shortcut in Windows that can point to a file, a folder, or even a web location, this create shortcut action will only create a shortcut to a folder. Create symbolic link is more ingrained with the file system. While it does create a shortcut-like item, the symbolic link will appear as a folder in the file system. So unlike a shortcut, which is generally useful only in Windows Explorer, a symbolic link can trick an application into thinking its content is in a different folder. Any updates to that content through the symbolic link will update the original content. The create symbolic link also does require that you execute your automation with administrative privileges. If you're unsure how to do this, check with your Center of Excellence for more information. Finally, we have the zip and unzip twins. In case you're unfamiliar with what zip is, it's a way to archive and compress files for storage and transmission. If you have a folder filled with files, it's generally more difficult and less space conscious to send the files one at a time. Instead, you can zip the entire folder, which compresses the folder's contents, including subfolders, into a single file. When the receiver gets the file, they can then unzip the contents into a folder, and the files and the structure would remain the same as the original. I hope this gets you well on your way to working with folders in your automations. Thanks for watching, and go be great.